Welcome to Osaka, Japan's second largest city, and the venue for the last Grand Slam of the year. It was just 3 months ago that this nation's capital, Tokyo, hosted an incredible World Championships at the Nippon Budokan, which saw incredible action, legends cemented, and new heroes emerge. And now we return to judo's homeland as the 2019 season reaches its climax, with only Osaka and the World Masters in China still to come. Traditionally, the star-studded Japanese team perform incredibly well here, and this year would likely be no exception, with Japan's coaching team making it clear that victory here could cement a place at next summer's Olympic Games. We'll follow the fate of brother-sister duo the Abes, we catch up with Dutch danger man Frank de Witt, and we witness the welcome return of judo hero Saeed Molai. We start with the Jewel Dynamos, the Abes. Both two-time world champions, Hifumi and Uta stand a chance of both representing Japan at the Olympic Games next summer. In Osaka, they showed why, almost matching each other ippon for ippon all the way through the day. First, a lightning-fast Seoinage from Hifumi was matched by a stunning Uchimata by Uta. The younger sibling then showed her prowess in Newaza, expertly turning over Baba Muratova, whilst her brother threw big against Slovakia's Poliak. Both were into the quarter-finals, and both were looking unstoppable. A Wazari against the experienced Russian Pulev from Hifumi was bettered by a sublime Uchimata Ippon from Uta against Guika of Canada. First up in the semis, the reigning world champion defeated her closest domestic rival, Shishimi Ai, with a clever counterattack. Next up, Hifumi's time to shine. An outrageous Kouchigari, meaning both Abes had a shot at gold. For Uta, she would face off against Bouchard of France. Last time the two met was the semi-final of the World Championships in 2018, where Abe took her first world title. Could Bouchard now turn the tables? Your commentator is former world champion Neil Adams.
Hard-fought match, and it looks to me as if it could go into extra time. Abe going forwards, what an attack that was! Beautiful Uchimata, didn't quite have the hands for it. Seconds ticking away here. Bouchard just behind. And it's going to go to golden score.
Meanwhile, the pressure was on Hifumi, as he would face reigning world champion Maruyama Joshiro. Maruyama was the man who stopped Abe from retaining his world title in Tokyo this year, and the man who, should he secure gold here in Osaka, would wrap up the 66-kilogram Olympic spot at the expense of Abe. And Maruyama showed no sign of weakness as he carved his way through the field with breathtaking judo. Two outstanding Uchimatas set up the dream final.
Brilliant match between these two, and it's gonna go to golden score again. You could cut the atmosphere with a knife. These two are giving everything.
Back with Uta, something had to give.
Well, 3.5 minutes into golden score, and Bouchard's gotta do something now. Can't afford another penalty. She's behind on attacks! There's an attack! Oh, and she's stolen it! Yoko Otoshi, and she drives her over, and Bouchard has stolen it! What an amazing attack that was! And Abe Uta, well, she can't believe it. That drop Yoko Satemiwaza there from Bouchard came just at the right time, and over she went there. She gets driven over. Look at the drive she gets. She did threaten with it a couple of times, but this time she drives for the championship and the title. It was an amazing attack, and Bouchard steals it, and what a time to do it. Brilliant stuff, and gold for France.
After Uta's shock defeat, could Hifumi keep his Olympic dream alive in golden score?
Maruyama is behind here. got 2 penalties up there, can't afford another one. And Abe, oh, he counters him! What a time to do it! He knew he had to win this match to keep his Olympic dreams alive. This man here, he knows now that he's got to do more. If Maruyama had won, he knows that he would have gone. But now it means that the Olympic place is still up for grabs. That was magnificent from Abe.
After the finals, a devastated Uta was consoled by her brother on a day of mixed emotions. Uta, still favourite to represent Japan at under 52 kilograms next summer, and Hifumi now firmly back in the mix. With strong internal competition for the Olympic place, both know that they cannot rest if we are to have a family fairy tale come the Games next summer. Osaka saw the return to action of 2018 world champion Saeed Molai, now competing under the IJF flag. In August, Molai was ordered to deliberately lose by Iranian authorities to avoid a contest against an Israeli opponent. He chose to fight, knowing full well he may never return to Iran. Having obtained refugee status in Germany, Molai chose Osaka to return to competition.
First time it's very strong and very tactical and intelligent, but for me, he's a very good person, and it's a pleasure and honor for me take a second round with Saeed.
Molai was off to a strong start.
일단 뭐 선수 자체가 굉장히 힘들었을 텐데 끝까지 이제 유도라는 이 스포츠를 놓지 않고 임하고 또 다시 또 올림픽에 참가하려고 목적을 두고 있는 게 선수로서 굉장히 저도 좀 리스펙하는 부분이 있는 것 같습니다.
A rematch of the 2018 World Final against Japan's Fujiwara Sataro would eventually prove one step too far for Molai. A wonderful piece of skill, ending hopes of a fairy tale comeback. But nonetheless, a true judo hero is now back where he belongs.
من امروز مدال نگرفتم، قلبم خیلی شکست. از فردا تلاش میکنم. بعدی برای من تو توکیو افتاد. نتونستم اونجا مدال بگیرم، نذاشتن. من رفتم، بعدش 3 روز بیشتر استراحت نکردم. ولی فقط منتظر بودم که مسابقات من معلوم بشه کجا میام. بعدش قرار نبود من این مسابقات شرکت کنم، فقط اومدم حضور پیدا کنم. من با 50% توی این مسابقات حضور پیدا کردم. فقط اومدم حضور پیدا کنم، ولی خب با همین 50% هم تونستم نقاط ضعف و قوتمو بدونم. ولی قولشو میدم روزای خوب مثل روزای قبل که مدالای خوبی میگرفتم دوباره برمیگردم. تشکر میکنم از اون کسایی که برام زحمت کشیدن که دوباره به این زندگی جدید بیام. قولشو میدم روزای خیلی خوبی برام میاد. همونطور که قبلا تونستم طلای جهان بگیرم، برنز جهان بگیرم، دوباره میتونم بهترین مدال‌ها رو بگیرم. تازه زندگیمو شروع کردم. شرایط خیلی سختی داشتم تو این چند وقته. هیچ کسی رو ندیدم، نه پدر نه مادر، ولی به خاطر اینکه اونا که برام زحمت کشیدن، IJF، تمام کسایی که تو خانواده IJF هستن، با مدال‌های خوشترین جوابشون میدم.
The woman on form at under 70 kilograms was the dynamic Kim Polling of the Netherlands. At last month's Abu Dhabi Grand Slam, she looked back to her best with a thunderous performance. Here in Osaka, she picked up where she left off against a world-class field, taking out both Nizoe Sake and former world champion Arai Chizuru in emphatic fashion. She looked primed and ready for a second Grand Slam in a row. Standing in her way, another Japanese athlete, this year's Paris Grand Slam champion, Ono Yoko. Ono too had looked imperious throughout the day, as she staked her claim for the Olympic place at under 70 kilograms. Two world-class athletes, one gold medal on offer.
Polling has had a magnificent day. Already beaten 2 Japanese en route to this final by Ippon as well. Absolutely on form. That Seoinage was one of the ones that scored for her, but She's in trouble here because Ono is round the neck. Now, can she get the leverage here? Ono was straight in there for the transition, and Kim Polling needs to get out of there. The referee's allowing it to go on. It's right the way underneath. She gets the submission, and Ono spoils the dream, and she manages to get the submission there for the Ippon. It was great transition, and she just stayed there that little bit too long, didn't she, Kim Polling? She's had a great day, she really has. She really is the lady on form, but she made a mistake here, and Ono jumps on her back and gets the submission.
There was more European interest in the men's heavyweight category of plus 100 kilograms, as Russia's Inel Tasoev struck gold. His best moment of the day, this outstanding foot sweep against Krakovetsky of Kyrgyzstan. At the other end of the scale, former world champion Tanaki Funa earned the under 48 kilogram crown, with a hard-working victory over Julia Figueroa of Spain. There was more success for the home nation at under 57 kilograms, with Tamaoki Momo throwing this year's Marrakesh Grand Prix champion Lien Chen Ling for Wazari, before securing a 10-second hold down for a second Wazari and the victory. Tamaoki's first Grand Slam title. It was a full house for Japan at under 63 kilograms, with Doi Masako topping the podium after a clever piece of groundwork saw her also taking victory by way of a pin against teammate Kota Nana. At under 78 kilograms, Umeki Mami came out on top in a battle of two former world champions, countering Hamada Shori to take the win. One weight up, and world champion Sone Akira faced Idalis Ortiz in a world final rematch. Sone eventually scoring with this Ouchigari to seal the gold medal, and then shortly after become the first judoka from any nation to have her selection confirmed for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. Takato Noahise is hoping that this fast footwork for victory at under 60 kilograms over compatriot Nagayama Ryuju might also pave the way for his selection in what is another neck-and-neck race to the Games. At under 73 kilograms, Ebenuma Masashi and Hashimoto Soichi went toe-to-toe in what must be a battle for the number 2 spot behind Ono Shohei. Of the two former world champions, it was Ebenuma who came out victorious. And lastly, Nagase Takanori continued his impressive 2019 with under 81 kilogram gold. There was an under 81 kilogram bronze medal to celebrate for Frank de Witt, as the Flying Dutchman incredibly countered Japan's Tomokio. At just 23, the Dutchman has been a fixture on the World Judo Tour for some time now, so we caught up with him in our latest Meet Your Judoka feature.
I started judo when I was 5 years old because my brother was on judo, and I just went to watch what he was doing. I had too much energy when I was young, so my parents thought it would be good for me to also do judo. My favorite technique is the cabarelli. I like it to be coming in close and see what can happen. It's a big throw, it looks good, and I love that it always gets the crowd excited. My favorite technique the last couple of years actually in Newaza is not to lose. Juniors I used to be quite okay in Newaza, but in seniors you see that people are more smart with it and it's more difficult. My favorite moment of the IGF World Tour is 2017 when I become Paris Grand Slam winner. The feeling to throw there in the final in golden score and everyone cheering was amazing. My hero are my parents actually, especially my dad. He get up really early to provide for everyone. When he got home, he drove me and my brother and 2 sisters to trainings or competitions in the weekends, everything. And so that's why he's my hero. My favorite movie is Law Abiding Citizens. My favorite music is actually everything I can listen just to relax, or hip-hop, or reggaeton, dance music, but also like really Dutch music I can also like. My favorite food is broodje kroket. It's really Dutch. Sometimes after a tournament, when I had to lose weight, I come back in the Netherlands and I eat the broodje kroket. It's not really healthy, but sometimes we can cheat a little bit. For me, the favorite other judoka to watch is of course Michael Korrel. He is my best friend. We always do judo together. We always plan our competition tactics together. So it's a little special to see how it works out in competition. My special talent is that in trainings I'm always really good in beating some 100 guy. Maybe you know him, Michael Korrel. I know all his tactics, so for me it's easy to throw it. I think I would still want to be part of judo and maybe teach children or building my own business around judo. I hope I can still be in judo. Judo is special for me because in judo we can really fight each other really hard, and after the competition or after a training you can just put out the gi and be friends or hang out or do anything you want, because everyone got respect for each other. But on the other side we also fight each other, and I also like to fight.
All eyes were on the return of 2015 world champion Haga Rionsuke at under 100 kilograms. And he was putting on an Uchimata masterclass. China's Erin Batu, Bulgaria's Ditchev, and dangerous Russian Adamian all fell victim to the same blockbuster technique. Elmar Gasimov lay in wait in the final, after he stunned another former world champion Wolf in the semi-final, countering the home favourite in dramatic fashion. As head coach Inui Koze watched on, the stage was set.
Haga now has the grip. This is the grip that he likes! Uchimata! Oh, up he went! And it was a complete overthrow. Not complete, lands on his side, gets the wazari. Now he's just got to hold off and just plays the last 3 seconds off there. Haga backside out, and he just, big smile to Gasimov. That was a great match, it really was, so exciting. And two really different styles of judo, big smile said it all. And, well, they've got complete respect for each other, and that is what makes our sport so very special.
Our number 3 ippon from Osaka comes from Kagiura Kokoro for bronze at over 100 kilograms.
Has the sleeve, has the lapel, now the Seanagi, and oh, look at that! Bit of a delay, and it looked to me as if it wasn't going to work, but then he disappears between the legs and he gets the drive. Look how he drives, but look at the drive from the lapel hand there. Brilliant stuff from Kagura.
Our number 2 ippon secured bronze for Fanny Estelle Posvit.
Chimeo looking for the ippon, looking for the Osoda Gary. Posvit, now then, what's going to happen? Oh, she takes her over there. Posvit comes in for a Seatoshi and takes her over for an ippon. She really caught Chimeo on the rebound.
Guak Dong Han comes in at number 1.
Quack had good form today. And now against Mukai. Oh, what a Taitoshi that was! And that was from nothing! He didn't even have a grip. Then catches the sleeve and the wrist at the same time as moving in for the Taitoshi. And that was absolutely spectacular.
And it's with the under 90 kilogram category that we finish, where 9-time World Judo Tour gold medalist Beka Gviniashvili found himself against Japanese Olympic champion Mashu Baker early on. The Georgian was not to be denied. A beautiful piece of ashiwaza catching Baker by surprise. A message sent to the rest of the category. Next up, Azerbaijan's Mediev, and another dominant display from Gviniashvili. At the semi-final stage though, he found himself behind to Nagasawa Kenta. But in true warrior fashion, bounced right back. First, a sumigeshi to level things up. Then, a kataguruma that Gviniashvili never gave up on. Ippon, and a place in the final. Davlat Bobanov would be the man opposing Gviniashvili in the gold medal match. The Uzbek was having the day of his life. A huge Seoinage against Klamut was followed by an impressive victory over Japan's rising star Murao. Next up, 2015 world champion Guak Donghan, and an innovative piece of throwing skill, rotating through and driving for the score, and a place in his first Grand Slam final. These two dynamic athletes were about to serve up an absolute classic.
What a great match this is. Two great throwers here. And they're both opening up. Look at that! Oh! Now there was Wazari there to Bobanov. And that was like lightning, it really was. Bobanov always looked dangerous the whole day, actually, with that Seoinage. But Gviniashvili's been on great form as well. Now, can he tip him over? Yes, he can! Gets the Wazari back here. Gviniashvili's been on great form and now transitions, trying for the Jujigatame. Can he get the leverage? Can he get the head away? I think it's too tight, and I don't think that he's going to be able to get the leverage on the arm. Well, Mate called. This was the score. Always dangerous with the tip, and Gviniashvili evens it all up. Last 40 seconds. Either one could go! Oh, now then! Oh, the referee's given Wazari a Wazeti Ippon. I don't think that it was a Wazari. I think the landing wasn't quite there. Well, he thinks he's got it there, and it's going to go to the video referees. Brilliant Seoinage again. And, well, it was so quick, it really was. Gviniashvili lands on his head and gets the rotation onto his side. No score given, and it's still game on. What a match. It just goes to show you've got to get them on their side or on their back to get a score, and it's got to be clear. Now, again, Bobanov came in, and Gviniashvili counters, and that was a near score as well. Massive Surigoshi there. And it was the same kind of escape there from Bobanov, and he lands on his side as well. Gviniashvili still looking for the Ippon. Surigoshi! Oh, and he goes round the back, and this time finishes it off. That switch in direction was too much for Bobanov, and he could do nothing to stop it. Gviniashvili has been magnificent all day. He's beaten the Olympic champion en route, and now he beats Bobanov in the final. In fact, it was Ukigoshi, wasn't it, that scores the final score, and he just switches that direction. That direction was too much for Bobanov, but credit to Bobanov. He had a great day, but Gviniashvili in the end was just too strong. With the Olympics coming up, it looks good for Gviniashvili and good for Georgia.
So that's it from Osaka. Next up, the World Judo Masters from Qingdao, China.